I'm going into like a thought of like, what do I do, right? Like, what are the things that I've done? And honestly, I think it changes.
Well, I think you have really broken up with your relationship with your phone a lot.
Because I've had to, especially
Yes.
with virtual. You know, when it went into virtual, I've really had to separate myself from screens because, you know, I think I'm thinking about kind of the process I go through, that I'm constantly asking myself, how do I feel? What do I need in these moments? And it changes every day. You know, in the past, if I've had long days of clients, I have had to separate myself from screens because I realize that I am so shut down otherwise if I don't. So I started reading a book. You know, I would read books sometimes. I started to do macrame at one point.
You did have a very solid macrame part of
I
your
wouldn't
quarantine
call it
experience.
solid. I think it lasted maybe 1 week.
Some people were tie-dyeing. Jen was macrame.
And then I gave up. I'm sorry. Anyone who macrames, I am impressed with you.
You were really killing it for about 2 weeks, Jen.
It hurts your fingers and it's very tedious.
Yes.
It's like a very tedious thing to do. Anyway, that's going to change over time and allow it to change over time. And I think, you know, when we look at Instagram or we look at people are like, oh, do this to take care of yourself. That's different for everyone. I would love to say that there's a quick fix that you can turn to be like, this is self-care. But no, it's different for everyone. Also, it changes as your life changes over time and as your day changes. I started implementing this thing that I have since changed. This probably lasted a few weeks too, where I would have to get up in the morning before clients and like give myself an hour to do things for me, like separate from my husband, separate from taking my dog out. Like I really had to focus on something that I was doing for me before I saw clients, because I was going to spend the entire day taking care of others. That I had to make sure that I had an hour in the morning to take care of myself.
So sometimes you have to wake up an hour earlier. Like if that's the only time out of the day, is it worth it to do that? For me,
you
often
hour.
wake up earlier it is.